Guys, welcome to another video here. Today I'm going to be talking about the cost of living here in Hong Kong. So if you didn't know, Hong Kong is the most expensive city in the world. With that being said, that doesn't mean that on your salary you cannot save money. You can, but you have to sacrifice a lot of things that you may not be used to. So the most expensive thing, and the reason why this is the most expensive city, is simply just because of the rental price. Here in Hong Kong, the government owns the land and they auction the land at their own will, and there's not very much developable land. So everybody who goes to these auctions, these developers, they usually have to pay a huge sum of money to get it developed and go through a bunch of BS. And so in turn, all of the apartments are extremely expensive. So with that, I will give you an example. If you want to live in a capsule, a literal box, a box that just has a not even a twin size bed, it's smaller than a twin size bed. I would call it the Asian size twin size bed. And that's it, just a box stacked on other boxes in a shared box room. Then you're looking at a cost of about 4,000 Hong Kong dollars. That's a lot of money. That's about $550. Yeah, so it's quite a lot. If you want your own room, that's going to be $1,000, $1,000 US dollars, which is about 8,000 Hong Kong dollars. I'm talking about just a regular Western style room in terms of size. That will cost you 8,000. You can get a studio in a subdivided flat. It's basically an apartment, one apartment that's illegally divided by walls. They made walls, so they could section them off and sell them. For that, you could find it at about anywhere from 8,500 to 12,000 Hong Kong dollars. And then real apartments will be about 14 to 18,000. That's about the Hong Kong dollars. And that's going to be the same size as you would get maybe an $800, $900 apartment in the US. It's very different. It's very different. With that being said, if you were making the lowest as a professional, the lowest you can make actually is 20,000 Hong Kong dollars as a professional with a work visa. In order to actually get the visa, they require that the profession pay you at least 20,000. So if you take away the rent, let's say you're just living in a room, you don't want a studio, living in a room, so it's about 7,000, 8,000, and then utilities is about $400, $500 a month. That is Wi-Fi, water, and electricity. They don't use gas, which is good because that would be really expensive. But sometimes the utilities are included in the apartments, so you can give or take 500 for that. So let's assume the most 8,000, 8,500 with utilities and everything, and then the cost of transportation is relatively cheap. You will probably not spend more than 1,000 Hong Kong dollars in transportation a month, which is about 120 bucks. Most people will get by below 100 if you're just going to and from work, but you're probably going to want to travel around, so let's give it about 1,000. So about 9,500, and then you need to eat, right? So most places, if you have that room in a shared apartment, so you do have a kitchen, so assuming that you cook most of the nights during the week, you could get by about 2,000 Hong Kong dollars to 31. For me, I literally have a budget of 3,100 Hong Kong dollars, but I don't have a kitchen, so I literally eat out every day. So that's another thing. Eating out is actually really cheap here if you know where to go. As long as you're not eating Western food all the time, going to Starbucks or something, just go to 7-Eleven, buy a sandwich, buy some fruit, go to a supermarket, buy some fruit, eat it in the morning. Your lunch should be, something you really eat, but like your breakfast and maybe your dinner, maybe just eat light, and it's healthier for you too. Yeah, you'll save money and it's healthier, so just, try it. But the average cost for eating at a sit-in restaurant, which is considered actually in China as a fast food because it is fast. They want you to get in and get out. That's why it's also cheap, is because they just want you to go. But it's about anywhere from 40 to 70 Hong Kong dollars. There's a lot of places. I'm going to put on the link here above about eating cheap in Hong Kong. Where to go to eat cheap in Hong Kong right there. I will explain more about that in that video. But yeah, so assuming my budget, 3,100, eating out every day, which is 100 Hong Kong dollars per day, which is about 13 US dollars. And adding that to the 9,500 that we got on there, it's about 12,100. Yeah, so 12,100, and then taxes, right? You got to take out taxes. Well, taxes are actually very, very low in Hong Kong. In your first year, you're probably not going to be making enough for the taxes really to do anything. Your taxes will be about $1,000 a month or less, guaranteed. So unless you're making more than 20,000, then your taxes are more. But at that point, you're safe. You're okay. So 1,000 adding on to that, so about 13,100. I might be fucking up the math here, but 9,500. Okay. 12,600 plus 1,000, 13,600. So 13,600. So you have 13,600. That's after transportation, after your rent, after your food, utilities, your phone bill, 200. So let's about 200, 250. But let's just say that random shit happened. So 1,400. You still have 6,000 Hong Kong dollars left over after all your bills. And you can use that for miscellaneous. That'll be almost about $1,000 US. Almost. So it's probably around 850 or something US, and that's at the bare minimum. So if you make 22, 23, you'll be saving about $1,000 a month. You're eating out. I'm eating out all the time, but I live in a box, so it's a little different. But I'm getting out of that shit. I'm losing my mind living in that damn thing. So maybe that's a good idea to live. When you first come here, I think it's a good idea for everybody, if you're saving money, is to go into a shared capsule room. It's the cheapest you're going to find, period. But only do it for about a month. After that, you're going to go fucking insane. So don't do it longer than a month. And if you're claustrophobic, you're just fucked. So don't even do that if you're claustrophobic. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So the after taxes and all your payments and everything, you're going to save about 6,000 Hong Kong dollars a month if you're on a 20,000 Hong Kong dollar salary. Now, I will let you know that the salaries are important. However, there is some shit going on in Hong Kong. I'm putting my video up here. There are a lot of protests and basically riots going on because of an extradition bill that would basically erode the freedoms of Hong Kong. So Hong Kong may not be the same by the time you actually observe this video. So I want you to check out my video here about the extradition bill, and then I also want you to feel free to comment, like, and subscribe to my videos and let me know what you guys think, and I will try to answer your questions as much as I can. Thank you.